The career of Nicolas Cage is a phenomenon in Hollywood, a sprawling and unpredictable saga unlike any other. He is a cinematic chameleon, a walking contradiction who is capable of being a heartthrob, a dramatic genius, and a screaming action hero, sometimes all within the very same film. His is a narrative arc of unparalleled strangeness and resilience, a story of a man who forged a new identity, pursued a truly unique artistic vision, and navigated the heights of critical acclaim and the depths of commercial oblivion, only to emerge, improbably, as a beloved figure. Born Nicolas Kim Coppola, the young actor knew from an early age that his famous surname was a burden, a heavy legacy of cinematic royalty. To escape the immense shadow of his uncle, Francis Ford Coppola, he made a bold decision. He would shed his family name and forge a new identity, choosing Cage as a tribute to both the avant-garde composer John Cage and the comic book hero Luke Cage. This odd fusion of high art and pop culture was a perfect preview of the career he was about to build, a career that would defy all conventional genre boundaries. His early roles in television and film went largely unnoticed. He struggled to find his footing until his uncle gave him a part in the 1983 classic movie Rumblefish. This was a rite of passage, a crucial stepping stone that allowed him to secure a role in the surprise hit Valley Girl. The film's success was a turning point, but it came with an experience that perfectly encapsulated Cage's eccentric commitment. Paid only a paltry sum for the movie, he took his preparation to the extreme, famously sleeping in his car for 2 months to connect with his character. While he later admitted the unconventional method was pointless, the anecdote cemented his reputation as an actor who would go to any length for his craft. After that, Cage became obsessed with creating his own unique acting style, a signature manner he believed every great performer possessed. For the film Birdie, he pushed the limits of his physical and mental endurance, losing 30 pounds and having 2 teeth pulled without anesthesia. The film itself did not resonate with audiences, but his intense dedication was a clear sign of his artistic ambition, a warning that he would not follow a conventional path. Cage's true breakthrough came thanks to the legendary actress Cher. She had seen him in his uncle's film, Peggy Sue Got Married, and was so impressed by his performance that she insisted he be cast alongside her in the movie Moonstruck. When the producers resisted, unconvinced that this eccentric actor had box office appeal, Cher famously threatened to quit. Her resolve earned him the part. Their collaboration was a massive success, earning Cage a Golden Globe nomination and making him a well-known face in Hollywood. At the very same time, his role in the Coen brothers' Raising Arizona cemented his reputation for brilliant off-kilter performances, a singular talent in a world of cookie-cutter actors. The bloom, however, was brief. What followed was a long, painful 8-year streak of commercial flops. Cage dived into a series of strange independent films, seemingly determined to prove his artistic depth to critics. This era gave us Vampire's Kiss, a film in which his famously chaotic performance, including even a live cockroach on camera, became the stuff of legend. Cage later claimed the film was a dark comedy ahead of its time, a mad scientist lab for his acting experiments. This period of artistic risk-taking was not without its consequences. He also made a career-defining choice, turning down the lead role in the action film Speed to star in the smaller comedy Guarding Tess. That role went to Keanu Reeves, launching his career into the stratosphere, while Cage's films continued to struggle. The low point came with Trapped in Paradise, a film so chaotic that Cage reportedly took over directing duties after the director had a nervous breakdown. The result was a critical and commercial disaster, leaving Cage shaken and in search of a new direction. With his career in ruins, Cage took a chance on a low-budget drama called Leaving Las Vegas. The role, an alcoholic screenwriter drinking himself to death, was bleak and desperate, mirroring his own professional despair. The film was shot on a shoestring budget, with the crew often resorting to guerrilla filmmaking on the streets to save money on permits. The raw, desperate performance earned him an Academic Award and a Golden Globe for Best Actor. He and the director made no money from the film due to the studio's clever accounting, but the prestige was priceless. With an Oscar in hand, Cage made an astonishing pivot and decided to become an action star. The studio was hesitant, seeing him as a quirky indie actor, but Sean Connery, who remembered him from Moonstruck, insisted that Cage be cast in The Rock. The role was initially offered to Arnold Schwarzenegger, but Connery's faith in Cage swayed the studio. The film was a massive success, earning over $336 million and proving that an eccentric Oscar winner could lead a major action movie. This success launched a remarkable run. Over the next 2 years, Cage starred in 2 more back-to-back blockbusters, Con Air and Face Off. The latter was a high-octane masterpiece where Cage and his co-star Travolta famously mimicked and overacted for the camera, turning a simple plot into a high-octane spectacle. Together, these movies made him one of the biggest action stars of the 90s, a testament to his ability to blend his unique style with mainstream commercial appeal. He also explored a variety of other genres, from the romantic tearjerker City of Angels, in which he famously went without blinking to portray an angel, to the dark thrillers Snake Eyes and 8mm. He even came close to playing Superman in a Tim Burton-directed film, but the project was ultimately canceled, adding another legendary what-if to his resume. The early 2000s saw a series of poor career choices. Cage turned down iconic roles in The Matrix and The Lord of the Rings, citing a desire to stay close to his family. He also passed on playing the Green Goblin in Spider-Man, a role that would have solidified his place in the burgeoning superhero genre. He had some success with the National Treasure films, but they were not enough to stop a coming storm. The tide truly turned with The Wicker Man, a bizarre horror remake where his over-the-top performance turned him into a walking meme and earned him his first Razzie nomination. The next decade was a difficult one. Due to serious financial problems, including bad real estate investments, Cage began accepting a large number of roles in low-budget, direct-to-video films just to make money. He was a constant presence in movies that were widely panned by critics and ignored by audiences. For years, he was no longer seen as a serious actor, but as a punchline. He reportedly even turned down an Oscar-nominated role in The Wrestler because a low-quality action film was offering him more money, a stark illustration of his desperate situation. This decision paved the way for Mickey Rourke's career comeback, while Cage's career sank further into the abyss of direct-to-video releases. After a long period of professional purgatory, Cage was finally free of debt and able to choose roles based on artistic merit again. His return to form was swift and widely celebrated, a true resurrection of a talent many had written off. His comeback began with the psychedelic horror film Mandy, which reminded everyone of his unhinged genius. He followed that with the critically adored films Pig and The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, in which he played a fictionalized version of himself in a meta-commentary on his own career. He earned a Golden Globe nomination for his work in Dream Scenario and had his first box office hit in years with the horror film Longlegs. Nicolas Cage's career is a testament to resilience and talent. He is an actor who is so utterly unique that his audience was willing to wait out a decade of misfires just to see him return to his experimental, eccentric style. Today, Nicolas Cage is not just an actor, he is a cinematic genre all his own, a one-of-a-kind performer who has navigated the surreal chaos of Hollywood and emerged as a true legend.